Hey everyone! Welcome to English Tales with Emma. Today I'm going to tell you about the most incredible summer day that changed everything. You won't believe what happened at the magical lake. I'm Jane, and I'm 16 years old. Let me take you on this amazing adventure. Make sure you stay until the end, because the surprise ending will leave you speechless. It all started on a perfect summer morning. The golden sunlight peeked through my curtains, creating dancing shadows on my wall. As I stretched and got out of bed, I had this feeling. Today was going to be different, special somehow. The morning air was crisp and fresh, carrying the sweet scent of blooming jasmine from our garden. My morning routine began as usual. I grabbed my pink toothbrush. Pink is totally my favorite color, and hummed my favorite song while getting ready. I love taking my time in the morning, watching the neighborhood slowly come to life through my bathroom window. Our elderly neighbor, Mr. Wilson, was already tending to his prize-winning roses, and the familiar sight made me smile. Then it hit me, the most incredible smell wafting up from our kitchen. In the kitchen, my mom was creating her famous rainbow pancakes. She only makes these on super special occasions, and I couldn't figure out why today was special. Each pancake was a different color, creating a beautiful spectrum on our kitchen counter. My little brother Tim, who's 8, came running down the stairs when he smelled them. Even though he was still in his rocket ship pajamas and his hair was sticking up in every direction, his eyes went wide with excitement when Mom placed a blue pancake on his plate. I chose a purple one and decorated it with fresh strawberries and maple syrup, creating a little smiley face that made Mom laugh. "Why rainbow pancakes today?" I asked, but Mom just winked and said, "Sometimes magic happens on ordinary days." Little did I know how right she would be. After breakfast, I went to my room to get dressed. I chose my lucky summer dress. It's yellow with white flowers, and I swear it brings me good luck every time I wear it. I've worn it for every important occasion this year, and somehow, things always turn out amazing when I do. As I twirled in front of my mirror, the dress seemed to sparkle more than usual in the morning light. When I stepped outside, the warmth of the sun wrapped around me like a hug. That's when I saw something unusual, a trail of colorful butterflies, dozens of them, all heading toward the park. They were every shade imaginable: sapphire blue, emerald green, ruby red, and some that seemed to change color as they flew. I'd never seen anything like it in our town before. Following them just felt right, like they were leading me to something special. The butterflies led me to the park, where I found my best friend Emma waiting by the playground, but she wasn't alone. She had discovered a lost puppy. The little golden retriever was wearing a mysterious blue collar with a star-shaped tag that seemed to shimmer in the sunlight. The tag didn't have any contact information, just a small engraving of a compass rose. We decided to become pet detectives and find its home. But first, we needed fuel for our investigation. We headed to our favorite ice cream stand, where old Mr. Giuseppe always has the best flavors in town. I got my usual strawberry, and Emma chose chocolate. The puppy, we named him Star, got super excited when we shared a tiny bit of vanilla ice cream with him. Mr. Giuseppe told us he'd seen a similar puppy in his dreams the night before. How strange is that? While searching for Star's family, we noticed a group of kids setting up for a soccer game. They were one player short and invited us to join. Now, I should mention that I'm usually terrible at soccer, like embarrassingly bad. But today was different. Star became our unofficial cheerleader, running up and down the sidelines, barking encouragement. Something magical happened. Maybe it was my lucky dress, or Star's cheerleading, or just the perfect summer day. But I scored my first ever goal. The ball curved perfectly into the top corner of the net, like it was guided by an invisible hand. Emma scored too, and we celebrated like we'd won the World Cup, with Star jumping and barking joyfully. After the game, we decided to go on a real adventure. We got our bikes from Emma's house, she lives right next to the park, and headed to the lake. Star followed us the whole way, keeping up perfectly, almost like he was showing us the way. The lake looked different today, more magical somehow. The water sparkled like it was filled with tiny diamonds, and the surface was as smooth as glass despite the gentle breeze. We spread out our picnic blanket under an old oak tree that must have been there for hundreds of years. Emma shared her famous homemade lemonade, which she swears has a secret ingredient. I think it's mint and honey, but she'll never tell. I had packed sandwiches, and Star sat patiently, getting bites of turkey from both of us. The real magic happened while we were swimming in the cool lake water. The sun was hitting the surface just right when Emma spotted something glinting at the bottom. She's an amazing swimmer. She's been taking lessons since she was 4, so she dove down to investigate. When she surfaced, she was holding an old glass bottle, the kind you see in pirate movies. Inside was a rolled-up piece of paper that looked really old. We carefully opened the bottle and found a hand-drawn map. The paper felt delicate and had slightly burned edges, like someone had tried to make it look ancient. There were mysterious symbols drawn all around the edges, and an X marked a spot near what looked like our town's old lighthouse. We spent hours trying to decode the symbols, wondering if it was a real treasure map or just someone's elaborate game. As the sun started to set, painting the sky in beautiful shades of pink and orange, we heard someone calling, "Max! Max!" A family appeared, looking worried and tired. Star, whose real name turned out to be Max, immediately perked up and ran to them, tail wagging like crazy. They'd been searching all day. The family was so grateful they invited us for ice cream next weekend at Giuseppe's. The best part? They live in the old lighthouse keeper's house. When we showed them our map, the dad smiled mysteriously and said we should definitely come visit next weekend to continue our treasure hunt. Riding home, Emma and I couldn't stop talking about all the magical coincidences of the day. The butterflies that led me to the park, finding Star Max, scoring at soccer, discovering the bottle. It all seemed meant to be somehow. At home, Mom had made her special grilled chicken with secret spices, another family recipe I'm dying to learn, and the whole family enjoyed dinner together on our patio. Tim couldn't wait to hear about our adventure, and his eyes grew wide when I described the mysterious map. Dad suggested we research the history of the lighthouse this week, before our weekend visit. Before bed, I spent time drawing the day's events in my sketchbook. Star Max with his sparkly collar, the treasure map with its cryptic symbols, the magical lake with its diamond sparkles, and, of course, my soccer victory pose. As I was drawing, a beautiful blue butterfly, just like the ones from this morning, landed on my windowsill for a moment before flying away into the twilight. As I fell asleep, I smiled, thinking about how ordinary days can turn into extraordinary adventures when you keep your heart open to magic. I can't wait to explore the lighthouse next weekend. Who knows what other mysteries we might discover? Thank you for joining me on this incredible summer day. If you want to hear what happens next weekend at the lighthouse, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Also, let me know in the comments. Have you ever found something mysterious like our bottle with the map? Or have you ever had a day where everything seemed magical? Share your stories below.